Hey guys, D-Man here, and today we are talking about Rockstar games. Okay, so we're talking about a few things today. So we're going to be talking about the new supposed rumors about GTA 6, about what game I personally think is coming out next from Rockstar, when and how. And also, what's happening with Red Dead Redemption 2 and the PC release. So let's talk about that first. So, Red Dead Redemption 2 and the PC release. What's happening with this? I've already made a video on this. I speculated on this before the game even came out, to be honest. And I said that I'm pretty sure the game will be coming out on PC when next generation comes into play, like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox, I guess, 2 or whatever you want to call it. I'm assuming it's going to be called the Xbox 2 or something like that. But yeah, I was saying that it's going to come out when these new gaming systems came out. And it seems like my assumption was probably right. Because we're seeing kind of a pattern here, if you haven't seen it yet, where Rockstar has been releasing games at the end of the line sort of thing, where they've been like, oh, let's release games at the very end of the console generation. Because if you don't remember, Grand Theft Auto 5 was actually a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 360 game, and then it came out on PlayStation 4 upgraded with new content and also PC. So yeah, I'm thinking there's a kind of a pattern there where they release it like a year or so beforehand, and then the next year when the new consoles come out, they release it again to make more money. And they did this exact same thing with Red Dead. They released it a year beforehand on the old consoles, and now they're going to release it again on the new consoles plus PC. And I'm also pretty sure that on PC that they are going to make it, also they're going to add in Red Dead Redemption 1, maybe into a bundle. I'm thinking something like that, but I'm pretty sure they're going to add Red Dead Redemption 1. Sorry about that little interruption there, the little cut. But as I was saying, I'm pretty sure on PC they are going to release Red Dead Redemption 2 and also Red Dead Redemption 1 in both at the same time. Maybe not in a bundle, but maybe in a bundle. And they might even do that on the new generation consoles, where they might release it into a bundle or something like that. But I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. They're going to release them both on the PC, because they're finally just going to release it on the PC. It's going to be very interesting. But that's what I think about Red Dead. I think they're showing a pattern here. They're releasing it at the end of the console generation, and then a year later or so, they're releasing it again on the new generation. And that's what they're doing. Okay, so now to the rumors of GTA 6. So GTA 6 is supposedly, this is the rumor, supposedly GTA 6 is coming out in about 2 years or so, 2022, on the new generation, and it's going to be a PS5 exclusive for 1 whole month. A PS5 exclusive for 1 whole month. Now, let me tell you why I think this is wrong, in my personal opinion. First off, the rumors are supposedly by an anonymous developer in, I forgot where it was, but somewhere. But it's an anonymous developer, yes, an anonymous developer that supposedly knows this stuff. Let me tell you why I think this is wrong. First off, I don't think that it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive. I do not think so. I kind of doubt that. I don't think they're going to release it on PlayStation 5 for 1 whole month, then release it on Xbox. Because I just think that's not a good strategy to get the most sales. But I do agree that if Sony pays enough, they probably would do that. But I don't think that's going to happen. They might do something like they did with Red Dead 2, where they released it, and then they had like special content online, where it was only like a month on PlayStation. They might do something like that. They might have special content online for it that's only on PlayStation for 1 whole month. So I think they might do something like that, but I don't think they're going to release it just on PlayStation. I highly doubt that. There's also the fact that what I just said, they're showing patterns now, where they're releasing stuff like at the end of the console generation, then a year later or so they release it on the new generation of consoles. So they might not even release something till the end of next generation console, which could be like, I don't know, another 5 or so years, maybe even longer, depending on how good this console generation is, this next console generation is. So it could be another 5 or so years before they release anything at all. And it's probably most likely is going to be another 5 or so years before they release anything at all. Will it be GTA 6? I'm not sure. I do think it's going to be an exclusive on the consoles, once again, as I already said. Sorry, I did not say this yet, so. But I do think it's going to be exclusive on the consoles until they release the next generation plus PC. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure they're just making this pattern. And if I'm right with this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be right the next time. And the next time. And the next time. That's what I think they're doing. They'll be like, we're going to release it at the end of every console generation. And then at the end of that console generation, we're going to put it on the new consoles and plus PC. That's what I think they're doing. Because it's like, it's a little bit, it's just what I think they're doing. But those are a few reasons I think that it's not going to come out on the 20th, what is it, 2020th? 2022nd. Can't talk right now. But those are reasons I do not think it's going to come out on that day. And I don't even know if it would be, I don't even know if it would be GTA 6, to be honest. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I think that they're probably going to wait to the end of the console generation to release GTA 6, if it even is GTA 6. Okay, so now another thing I want to talk about is what do I think is coming out next for Red Dead Redemption. Or sorry, for Rockstar Games, Red Dead Redemption. What do I think is coming out next for Rockstar Games? Okay, so I thought about this for a while. And I thought, I'm pretty sure they're going to have to release GTA 6 next. But then I thought, maybe not, because they have a bunch of other games that they haven't released sequels to, or maybe thirds to, or something like that. Like, there's Manhunt. I highly doubt they're ever going to release another Manhunt, though, because Manhunt was so gory and graphic. But I hope they do, because that would be awesome. I don't think it would be this console generation or next console generation, but maybe, like, a console generation or two away, they'll release Manhunt. Hopefully. We can only hope. But yeah, Manhunt, there's Bullies, there's Bully 2, and I heard some rumors that they're working on Bully, which will be really cool. There's El Noir, I think that's what it's called. What other games do they have? There's a few other games as well. I also made a video on games that Rockstar should release again. If I can find it, I'll put it in the link below in the description. If I can find it on my channel. I'm pretty sure I probably can. But yeah, there's a bunch of games that Rockstar can release. I'll put that in the link below, so if you want to go see that. But yeah, so what do I think might happen? What do I hope will happen? I hope they're going to release 2 games next generation. I do not think they're going to release Grand Theft Auto 6 first. I think they will release that at the end of the console generation. At the very end. Where it's almost out. Where it's like a year away from being out. Because then they can do like the thing where they release it. And then they release it on the next generation plus PC. As I already said, there's a pattern to this. What I think might happen is they might release a lesser known game, not like a less good game, but a lesser known game, like Bully or El Noir or Manhunt or something like that. I'm pretty sure it might be Bully 2 though, and maybe it will come out in 2022. Can't speak, can't say that word. So I'm hoping that they're going to release 2 games next generation, and I think that it might be Bully 2, or it might be a completely different game, and it will be like in the middle of the generation, like somewhere in the middle of it, like as I already said, 2022, or or maybe 2023, or maybe even 2020. I don't think it'd be 2020, but it could be, because that's when the new consoles are getting released. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. The new consoles are going to get released like next year. But I don't think that's going to happen. But maybe 2022 or 2023, somewhere around those lines. And then I think after that, they're going to release most likely GTA 6. And it's most likely going to be a year or maybe even a few months before the new consoles drop. Before, like, when they're speculating on the new consoles, it's going to be like a year before that, so they can work on it to put it on PC and also the new consoles. I could be completely wrong here. They could just not release GTA 6 next generation and just release a totally different game, just like they did now. And they're gonna just they're just gonna repeat it. They're gonna wait to the end of the console generation, then release it. And then release it again, the new console generation plus PC, and it could not be GTA 6. And then maybe next generation they'll release GTA 6 at the end of that generation. You know, I just think we're seeing a pattern here where they're releasing it at the end of the generation, and then they're releasing it on the new generation. So will it be GTA 6 next generation? I don't think so. I just don't think that's what's going to happen. I think it will be something else. But I also think there might be a possibility where they're going to release two things. They're going to release like Bully or Manhunt, as I was saying. You can go look in the link below. I'll find that video where I listed all the games that they can release. And then you can be like, oh, they can release all these games? That's cool. But yeah, like, it could be something like Bully or Manhunt or El Noir or something like that. But what I'm hoping and I'm dying for is that they release two games. Probably a few years apart, but release two games. Where they release one in the middle and then the last one in the last section. What will that be exactly? I'm not sure. I'm thinking they'll probably release a lesser known game and then, not Red Dead, sorry. And then GTA 6. And then the next console, I'm pretty sure they're going to release another game. Will that be Red Dead Redemption 3? Not sure. Will that be something else? I'm not sure, obviously. But I think those are my thoughts, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Those are my thoughts on what will happen next generation. It's either going to be they're going to release nothing. Sorry, what am I talking about? It's either going to be they're going to release two games, including Grand Theft Auto 6, or they're going to release one game at the very end of the console generation, and it might not be Grand Theft Auto 6, it might be a totally different game, and then they're going to release it again on the new console generation plus PC. And I'm pretty sure it's only going to be one game at the end of the generation. So we're going to have to wait like probably another 6 to 5 to maybe even 7 years until this console generation's out before we get a new game from Rockstar. And will that be GTA 6? It's a 50-50 chance, I would say. It could be a totally different game, but it's a 50-50 chance. Again, it'll be a 50-50 chance that they release two games. It will be really cool if they release two games, like a lesser known game plus GTA 6. But I'm pretty sure if it's only one game, they're going to release it at the end of the console generation. So that's a thing. That's a thing that I think that's going to happen. I think we're seeing a pattern, and we're going to continue seeing this pattern from Rockstar. Every time they release a thing, it's going to be at the end of the generation. They might like announce it, and it might be like, oh, like this is going to come out this year, but then they'll like delay it till the next year, and then you'll be like, oh, they delayed it again till the next year, so they can release it, and then they can release it on the next generation. Because that's always a thing too. That's always a pattern too, where they say like, oh, we're gonna release it this year, but then they always delay it a year or two, like a year or so, or a few months. They always end up delaying it. But I'm pretty sure we're seeing a pattern here where they always just like, we're gonna release this now, and then at the end of this console generation, we're gonna release it on the new consoles plus PC. I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen, and it's pretty interesting to think about that. But yeah, man, that's what I think is gonna happen. That's my personal thoughts on it, my personal opinions on it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a content, leave a content, leave a like, leave a comment. Go check out my Twitter, link below. Go check out that other video, link below. Share this video. Hit the bell because you like my content, you like my channel. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, because I know I did. But anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell for notifications, and that's pretty much it. Do it because she wants you to, and I do too. So subscribe, watch the videos, hit one of these things on the screen right now. Okay, bye-bye, peace.